Welcome to episode 18 of the Grind for Greatness Challenge. We are in August of 1983, making very good progress through the save, and we should be ending this episode, I believe, just about to go in to our qualifiers for Final Stand, setting up our crowning glory matches. It should be a big run of shows. I think we are in a good spot. Today on the card, we will have the Battle League Finals. We had the Orange League close out with Terry Funk in first and Santanico in second. And the Blue League closed out with Curt Hennig in first and Randy Savage in second. Our current world champion is Bret Hart. He's got a 245-day reign going. It ties the reign of Terry Funk. But he's got his biggest challenge yet tonight as he takes on the debuting Roddy Piper, the most popular man in the world. Our tag team world champions are Sudden Impacts, held by which is a team of Brad Armstrong and Jim Brunzell. They are the 5th ever tag team champions, and they've made 2 successful defenses and have had a 63-day reign, tying that of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Brain Busters. We then have our Mid-Card Championship, which changed hands to end last episode, with Samu defeating the troublesome Matt Bourne for the title. He's got a 21-day reign going, hopefully going to extend it. He's not defending it tonight, so he will at least make it to the next Elevation show. Our initial champion there was Curt Hennig, who had a 112-day reign, but our best so far was Jack Armstrong for 147 and 5 defenses. No one has been able to match that yet. Let's get right into the show, I think. And that means I'm going to run the intro, and I'll be right back with you. Welcome to what is our first show of the episode. It is Summer Stakes, the card that was the best card of the year across the entire game last year. So we're going to have to see if we can top it again. Last year it was a 71 show rating, where we had Matt Bourne defeating Bret Hart in the opening match. We had Onita defeating Jake Roberts before Onita defeats Matt Bourne to win the Battle Leagues. We had Terry Funk and the Rock and Roll Express taking on the Dark Watch. And then we had Santanico defeating Jack Armstrong in a 78 rated match to retain the World Championship. Very different people on the card today. Those who got some overlap. Randy Savage new, Curt Hennig is new, Roddy Piper new. And other thing that I learnt is that you can't do a 6-way tag match in this game. So we've got a 4-way No More Contenders match for our next show, which is Fall of Champions. Oops. And actually, something I thought I maybe should do is let's chuck a pre-show Battle Royal, exclude already booked. Who do we want to chuck in this? Who's going to complain about not being on shows recently? You've been on shows, you haven't. You shouldn't be. Yeah, this is how I just give people time on shows if they haven't been on shows. You have a 20-minute Battle Royale on the pre-show. Cool, that's nice and easy. See, people will be less unhappy with me now for not booking them, because they have been unhappy with me for not booking them. We used a couple of creative finishes, a couple of character ideas, a couple of storyline. I don't know if we've got any storyline ideas yet. We got some just so we can in the future. This should be a big show. I'm very excited about the show. Only issue is Kurt Hennig is wrestling well injured, but hey, that's on him. He said he can work through it, so he's going to work through it. I think the card is all in the right spot, I believe. So, let's kick off the show. Starting off with a 42 rated pre-show match. Who won? They had Jake Roberts win the Battle Royale. That's fair. Chris Adams out first, and Jim Neidhart. Then Shane Douglas, then Rick Rude. Yeah, that sounds good. El Snow making it to the final 3. Tom Pritchard making the final 2. Very good work from him. Then we start off with a bit of a video package running through Bret Hart and Roddy Piper, each of their different journeys. Bret Hart is a FFW built guy. He has made his name in this company. He has become the face of this company. And now Roddy Piper is coming much more famous, much bigger global sensation. Who's more ready to go into tonight? Who's going to walk out with the belt, building this up to be a big, big match? Next segment. Ooh, okay, yeah. Santanico's got a gimmick that's going stale. That's fine. Kurt Hennig is somewhat hampered by the injury. But that still got us a 65 in the end anyway. So we can't be complaining about that too much, I don't think. Good submission win from Santanico. Help from Scorpio, and he is into the finals. Can he win another tournament this year to get another shot at Bret Hart? Okay, on to our next match. Hopefully better. 66. Slightly better. Actually, very good wild brawl. Randy Savage does better in brawls than I expect pretty much every time. Maybe I should move him to doing brawling more than anything else. But he has defeated Terry Funk with a flying elbow drop. 63 for Randy Savage. 72 for Terry Funk. Terry Funk still putting up great numbers in these short matches. Not much more we can ask for from the veteran. 67 wrestling rating, 33 crowd rating is not bad. Again, never want to add it to 100 actually. But just the split isn't very favourable for us getting anything higher than 66. Next segment. This is our tag team 4-way match. Got a 58. Again, not bad. I thought last show was going to be very good with matches like this. So I'm not holding my breath out just yet. But this is really promising. I'm fairly confident. This is about that decent wrestling, but not great heat. That's to be expected, in fairness. The Firefly got a 45, as the Firefly did win when he pinned Haku with a double frog splash from both men. Firefly 45, Aeroflash 48, Robert Gibson 48, Ricky Morton 52. Ricky Morton has been doing great work. Tully Blanchard 49, Arn Anderson 51. Arn Anderson also doing great work. Haku got a 45 and 54 for the Barbarian being the best in the match. That should not have... The Who's Ready to Die storyline should not have gained heat because I added that tag in before I took the Ready to Die out of the match. Oops. That is fine. We can work with that. Anything else big on this match? Nope. Very good work otherwise. And then we go in to crown the Battle League's winner. And a 61 rated match. Failure of a creative finish. But we have had Randy Savage defeat Santanico in just about 13 minutes after Aeroflash and the Firefly had some botched interference. What's it called? Yeah, Randy Savage is our Battle League's winner at 61 segment rating. Randy Savage will face the winner of the main event at Fall of Champions. He's finally made it. He has got his revenge on Santanico, who beat him in the finals. Beat him in the finals of Final Impact earlier this year. Great work from both men. They have the best chemistry. Santanico got a 73. Randy Savage a 56. Good from both of them. Better than normal performances from both of them, I think. And then our main event. Yep, continue without addressing. 78 78, matching last year's main event. Roddy Piper got a 74? Okay, so I thought Roddy Piper was going to be somewhat bad, but passable. And he's going to carry by crowd rating, which he is. He very, very much is. I did not expect him to be getting in the 70s anyway. Oh my. Creative finish was a success. Amazing segment rating. Roddy Piper is the FFW World Champion. He's the only wrestler to win the World Championship in his debut match for us. Normally in a save game, I'll try and save that. I would have had him wrestle in his debut on Elevation or whatnot. That's actually the original plan. But I did come to the conclusion that I am the biggest company in the world. There is not a single person in this game, other than Roddy Piper, who can generate in or join the company and be a main eventer off rip. We were going to have to build up every single star in this company in-house. And so it does mean that, if we're going to have one guy do it and one guy be able to claim that for the rest of his career, we need to do it now, and it needs to be Roddy Piper. Very good from both men still. Very happy with that match. I think that's setting up very well. Blatantly cheating. And that should give us a very good show. Surely above a 71. 72. I don't know if that's going to be enough, in fairness. I think there's someone else is going to put on a show better than a 72 this year. I don't think that's going to quite get it for us. But it's got us very close. And it means we definitely have a chance to do well going into, maybe even beat that at the end of the year. Because I've got some ideas for matches at the end of the year. We still have... surely Bret Hart is not done with the World Championship just yet. He did not break Terry Funk's record either. They are now both tied for the longest single title run at 245 days. Dress the locker room. Who are we sending our praises to for doing just good work as a good person? Who lost today? That did well. Terry Funk. Bret Hart has to. What am I even thinking? Bret Hart. And then Roddy Piper, who thoroughly impressed. Scene please, scene please, scene please. Didn't really matter. Financial report, 20k in profit. Merchandise sales are through the roof. I'm going to show you that in a second. Because never got a major star. Our merchandise is doing crazy numbers. Amazing shows for Greatness in 4 regions. 46 in the Southwest, 23 in the Northwest, 25 in the Mid-South. Again, that means 14 more in the Mid-South to get us to that next point. I think it's 13 in the Southwest to get us to that next point. We are probably a year away. So 6 episodes, I think, away from being medium size. And that is very, very exciting. Because that's probably where I'm going to start bringing in a TV show, I think. I think that's generally the buffer point of when it's really worthwhile to start bringing TV shows in. And start doing weekly TV when you're up to that medium size and you're not going to be losing too much money on it. We're getting so much money per month. We gained 44k last month to memory. So I think we are more than ready, more than able. It also means next month at Fall of Champions, we have Roddy Piper and Randy Savage going head to head. And we have Sudden Impact and the Watchers as well set up already. Norm Prayer, 3 more matches we can set up and get ready for that show. Oh yeah, other things I want to show. 24k viewers, or 25k viewers pretty much, is very good. 0.03 TV rating is great, because I think we can beat that as well. If we go to merchandise. Last month, Roddy Piper earned 20k in merchandise and gave us 13.5. He's earned 7.7k already. 5,000 to us, and we're nearly up to the next level of merch. He's going to be earning us so much money. He is going to be paying his contract off. So he already is paying his contract off so easily. He's 3.7k per show, and he's earning more than that. Worthwhile hire, if ever. It's got to the stage where I'm fairly tempted if I go find the right button, if we go to our most popular awards. Actually, he's only 3rd in the world right now. 77. It's a shame. In the Southwest, he's at 86. We have to keep him above a 71, I believe. So we can actually have him lose. No, it's average popularity. His average popularity has to be kept high. I can't do much if everyone makes him lose around the rest of the world. But I can say he probably won't be losing much in the Southwest. 86. Very good. Bret Hart up to a 34 in the Southwest as well. To close out his title run. But I mean, like, is it worth just bringing Jesse Ventura in? Just to sell merch? I'm sure we can get him to do something. He'd be an amazing color commentary. And just there to sell merch, really. Kim Duck, can he wrestle in America? He can. He is a wrestler. And I think he might be worse than Roddy Piper, to be honest. But, like, it might be worth just bringing him in as well. Just because people like, he's popular. Hulk Hogan is also popular. But, you know, do we really want to bring Hulk Hogan in? He's filming for ages. It's not even worth it anyway for now. But he could put on good matches, in fairness. And he would be a main event dude. And we could make him lose a bunch because I don't like Hulk Hogan. Stan Hansen still very popular, but also in a terrible state physically. So maybe not too much on that one. Terry Funk still doing very good. 30 in the Southwest. I feel like that's gone up a lot, hasn't it? What got that going up so much? Okay, if I just go to my roster. Let's see, what are we doing? Terry Funk. Track progress. Yeah, it's gone up by 9. Who did he beat? I'm confused. Who did he beat? I remember booking him to win, like, anything super... he beat Santanico. He beat Santanico. Does that mean Santanico's popularity has dropped massively? Popularity, 34... No, it's gone up as well. Huh. He must have beat someone. Maybe it was another company. If I can... Match history. This year, has he beaten anyone like crazy? Nah, beat Jake Roberts. Beat Bill Easy. Nah. I think he just had a bunch of banger matches and his popularity has like risen accordingly. That's really cool. If I go to Bret Hart, he was pretty popular. I mean, he's in a feud with Roddy Piper. Like, his popularity should be just going up just by osmosis, I think. 34 in the Southwest. Actually... even with the lot, it hasn't actually gone up as much as I thought it would. It's interesting. I thought he would be going up more just because he's involved in so many little promo segments with him. Maybe I've got to use him to, like, get wins over him in promos and whatever. And that should, like, do enough. I should have that same technique with the Firefly, because I assume his popularity is not doing great right now. I just haven't booked him in a way that's going to, like, up his popularity a whole bunch. But I do have some plans for how to correct that, I think. Santanic up to 34 as well. It's very good from, like, everyone. The last thing to cover... I know this is a very long little bit, but the last thing to make sure that we cover is a lot of companies are on the brink of going bankrupt right now. And I think buying one of them to get popularity in that region is really worthwhile. It's just working out where we want to build some popularity, because I think I'll then start running sort of like monthly show there. Maybe it's a next year thing, because I do like starting stuff at the start of the year and whatever. But like, Kanto's at 27. Like, they weren't gaining anywhere else in the world. But their Japanese is massive. And they're only 100k in debt, which I say they're 100k in debt. We don't have that much money. We have less than 200. But that's still like only like half. 26k for Sydney and then 19 in the Southwest. Like, that's really doable. I doubt any of their titles are worth... Oh, well, the international title is worth 32. And that's something we can build off, I think. It's terrible. Also, they have a women's division. And that might be how we build into, like, our women's division. Do they have any, like, competent female wrestlers? Because that is the issue at this time in, like, this stage in the game, which is there's no one who's competent enough to drag all their ratings down. They don't look... I mean, they look bad compared to most of our guys, but not, like... It's not embarrassing levels, I don't think. Where do I find the match history? Never mind, it is. Okay, maybe we still hold off on that whole women's roster thing. VPW, where are they? These are in Northern Europe. And Europe is one of the regions I do want to expand into, because I do think we've got a lot of people who could do very well in Europe. So 19-2. They are really isolated in Europe. So maybe they're not worth it either. And they're 40k in debt. 30k in debt in the Great Lakes. I mean, that is a region we've been trying to grow. 24 in the Great Lakes. That would give us like 13 popularity points in the Great Lakes. Make it like one of that other regions. And sorry, what? How much was that? 30k. That's not bad. I think that's the one we're definitely not doing. Was this the Sydney one? Yeah. Maybe not. STW. No. Okay, they're very far in debt. They're very, very far in debt. Are they any popular? Nope, they're not even popular. Nope. Backing out of that one. New Zealand. I'm a Kiwi. I would love to. Only 6k in debt. What? Okay, they have to be worthwhile to buy. 16 in New Zealand. That's all they've got in New Zealand. But that has to be worth it, surely. Also, they've got the Bushwhackers, who, to memory, are actually quite good. Somewhat good. Okay, actually, these guys might be really... I like this idea. I think that this could be a crazy good pickup. The owner is Bob Velassi. See someone we would bring in and keep. No. Yeah, actually. Wait, 63 brawling. Actually, no, he's not bad. Wait, he's not bad. This could be a really good idea. What's his match history like? I mean, actually, for like the region he's in, that's not terrible. Putting on a 50. Okay, wait, they could be okay. This isn't a terrible idea. Wayne Pickford is their booker. I mean, meh. This isn't terrible. This is not terrible. What about titles? Okay, do we have titles that we'll be able to steal? The New Zealand heavyweight title. We could steal. And it has Dean Malenko. Wait, we can't get Dean Malenko right now, by the way. But he's very good. Basically, we can't get him because he is... what is it? I can't remember what the word is. Technician. There we go. It's technician. We're not allowed to sign technicians. But they've got a fairly credible title here. 34. It's better than our mid-card titles, I think. They do have a weight limit on it, which is annoying, and I will just ignore and remove. But Dean Malenko is a great champion for them. Very competent wrestler. He'd go great. We are building a very good technical core in our division. Just based on the type of wrestlers that were around at the top of the game at this time. Natural trainer as well. I quite like him. He's popular in Japan, popular in New Zealand, but nowhere else. So we could start building him up in America as well. Yeah. The tag teams, the tag team is Bobby Fulton and Larry O'Day. There's probably a story we can tell there. They've got Butch Mill and Luke Williams, who would probably be keeping in the title contention a lot. And this would be a good little way of moving people around. I think these guys might be our most likely team that we go steal. I like that idea. Okay. New England. That's still a lot of money. Their biggest star is Arn Anderson. Which is good, because I do feel like he's someone I could see definitely giving a push in the near future. Oh, wait, they're New England, America. Wait, I'm so dumb. I deserve to be roasted for that one. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm dumb. Cool. They're not worth it then. If they're in America, they're not worth it. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Rip Oliver's one of their big stars. That's someone we threw away very fast. And then CWF. They're headlined by Hulk Hogan and La Marquez. Okay. That's a combination at the top. Hulk Hogan at top is always scary. Who else do they have? 35 in debt. Look at the titles. Are the titles any good? That title's okay. And their World Tag Teams have Claude Roca. He looks like he's about to die. He looks like he's going to go to sleep one night and not wake up. That can't be that bad, right? With your defenses. Davey Boy Smith's probably doing a lot of this work, isn't he? Okay, I don't know. I don't know if they're technically flawless or the other ones. Actually, no, I can check. It's not that hard. They are technically flawless. That is their name. Just kind of funny. They do look like a fairly cool, competent team. television. No. They've got the Queen title, which I love as like a replacement. Also, I'm not sure what's happening here. They had Bella win, vacated it. Bella win, vacate. Bella win, vacate. What? Did they just sign her on like a monthly deal repetitively? And she's anyone who's got like, finally someone who's got like a long-term contract. Like she's terrible. They've at least had matches for this title, in fairness. Okay. Like, what ratings is this? I mean, Vicky at least got 19. Oh, Lord. Okay. Women's division is still not possible. But it's like we could start making... I mean, like, if we start doing, like, a minor show in Europe, we could, like, do it, like, that way. That feels like a reasonable option, maybe. I do think this is the most realistic one. I haven't seen any more flags for them, so I think they're fine for now. If we go to an Oceanic-based company... Adelaide Pro Wrestling is still in there. They haven't gone bankrupt yet, and they're also still pretty small. Aotearoa. I really should know how to pronounce that correctly. They've still got 10k in the bank balance. That's impressive, actually. Their finances aren't bad. That's like a sustainable company. They've got the Lebanese butcher on top of the card. Okay. I love seeing what these companies have on top. Ric Flair as well, because Ric Flair is a big star. That makes sense. Devil's Wrestling Federation is kind of cool in Tasmania. I like that. If I had that in the game, that's kind of funny. But yeah, NWA. New World... Not New World Order, what? NWA. National Wrestling Association in New Zealand. They could be a good company and maybe look at doing some sort of takeover with. I'm not sure how we're meant to do a takeover of them, though. I'll be very honest. I'm sure there's a way... to own them and to buy them. Just don't know. We can attempt a hostile takeover. Okay, that is an option. Maybe not about this episode, but I do think that's something we should keep in the back of our mind as a good option in the future. Okay, I have rambled enough aimlessly for a good while now. So how about I go jump to Elevation? And I will see you guys all there in just one sec. We have gone from potentially one of the best elevations we could have ever booked to this one, which will probably get a crazy high promo to end off the show because it's Savage and Piper, our two best talkers. But I'll be honest, the rest of the card isn't particularly spectacular. But it is a card, and it does further some stories, and it does take us into Fall of Champions. That is going to be a big, big show, I reckon. I'm happy with how it's going. I think it all looks pretty good. So let's kick off the show. We've got a couple of undercard kind of stuff on the show before we get into the big and most important endings of the show and whatnot. It's already been a long episode, so I probably should get through it fairly fast. Already longer than I expected to take doing this. El Snow defeats Jim Neidhart with the Snowplow. Surprised this match didn't get a penalty because neither of these guys are particularly well known. But El Snow got a 40, which is actually quite good, I think. Someone who's very new and does not get enough matches for us. And Jim Neidhart got a 28. So solid from Jim Neidhart. Very good from El Snow. I'll say solid. That's like very bad. But he's a jobber. He's brought as a jobber. I can't fire him because everyone else will get unhappy. So he's just sitting out of his contract. He's not getting paid because it's paid per appearance. And I barely ever show him off. Either way, he lost. 40 rated match. Good. 47 rated match. I thought this was going to be higher. That's a shame. Samu defeats Otsushi Onita with a diving headbutt and makes his first defense of the Great Lakes Championship. Meant to have some interference here. I forgot to add that in. But Samu is at a 43. Onita is at a 49. Onila doing great work at ringside. Samu and Onila had a great pairing as well. 47 isn't bad in fairness. I'll take a 47 for this show. And Samu is still ticking along with this title. Second rating of 34. Not great, but that's fine. And in a leaked backstage clip, it is seen that Santanico is reprimanding Aeroflash and the Firefly for their failures last week, telling no more failure can be tolerated, potentially setting up some big moments happening on the on Fall of Champions, where the Watchers will take on Sudden Impact for the tag team titles. Going to a 47 rated match between two of the other tag teams in the company. The Fantastic just haven't showcased them that much, and they just haven't been as good as we would have liked, especially with how strong the Brainbusters have been. Brainbusters being a 44 and a 46, kind of one of their weaker matches they've had so far, with Tony Rogers and Bobby Fulton getting a 32 and 33 respectfully. Overall, meh match on a fairly meh show so far, but it is capped off with a beautiful 65 rated match between the Hitman and Chris Adams. Chris Noga is just kind of there as like insert filler, which is fine. He does his job as a filler guy, and he's not horrendous. But Bret Hart has defeated him as he's trying to earn his way back to that world title. He knows he doesn't have a shot at Fall of Champions, but he reckons he can get enough wins under his belt. He'll get a shot when we come down to crowning, Road to Glory or something similar. We'll have to see where he's going to get his shot, if he can get his shot. Road to Glory, sorry, yes, is the next pay-per-view up afterwards. So you'll have to see how that goes for him. And then at 86 to close out the show. That's what we were looking for. Roddy Piper and Randy Savage stood across from each other in the ring. Both men are global sensations, but as Roddy points out, only one of them is truly a megastar. Randy's just a catchphrase and a sorry excuse of a wrestler. Bret Hart told the world last month that he was the best on the mic and in the ring. But if he remembers correctly, Roddy Piper proved Bret Hart wrong on both those fronts. So from now on, the Rowdy one is the best in the ring, the best on the mic, and he's going to walk out of Fall of Champions as a champion. Ending of the show, 61, probably carried to all hell by that 86. We have gained popularity in 11 regions, which is always good. Roddy Piper, always doing good. Atsushi Onita took a good loss. And then we should praise maybe Rick Rude, because I like him and he's annoyed. I can't because he wasn't on the card today. I don't know. Aeroflash, take some encouragement. Was happy at my speech, so that's good. 16k on the show, not as much as usual. Oh, not as much as the last one, but that's fine. And we haven't gone up in any regions. But also, we already went up at the start of the month, so I'm not that surprised by it. And I think that's all fairly okay in my idea. We are getting close to that next size, still ticking up every month. And we are building up very fast, I'd say. Our next show, Fall of Champions, has got 3 confirmed matches on it now. Or 2 confirmed matches on it now. But I've got 3 more I've already got in my mind that I've got booked. So we will have to see how that's going to go. I will get back to you with that show. You'll see all those matches in just a sec. Take care. I'll be back soon. Welcome to Fall of Champions, where we have a weird message that we got on the pre-show. Apparently, all our sound has gone AWOL, so the show's getting a penalty anyway. I don't think this is getting Show of the Year, sadly. Also, I don't think the card's getting Show of the Year anyway, because this isn't the world's greatest card. But it is kicking off the road to crowning glory, kicking off our big storylines going into that match, or that card. And I think we are in a good spot, all things considered. A couple of people are a bit unhappy with their booking. And again, I forgot to do a pre-show match. Well, y'all get to see me again chuck a random 10-man Battle Royale pre-show match onto the card. Because why not? El Snow, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. Yep, you two can go in it. Who else? These two can take a break. Don't care about you. And Kurt Hennig. Did I click Kurt Hennig? I didn't. I clicked Chris Adams. That's fine. All the competitors I need in that match. Make up 20 minutes. So they get all the reps that they need. Who do we think's going to win this one, guys? I'd love to see what people like, how people think the algorithm works, because I don't have a clue. I reckon this is being won by Jake Roberts again, with Arn Anderson coming in second. Sure, Tully Blanchard coming in second. That's my prediction. See how it goes. 75-minute show, though, so it is a long, long show. It's going to be a bit unhappy with their booking, but that's fine. That's their issues. It's going ahead anyway. Ooh. Oh, no. I forgot I had a storyline idea in here that's going to get pushed. Do you not... Because it has the Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard in it. Lord, okay. Well, the storyline idea was a failure anyway. So, that's fine. Oh, they've both got morale penalties. Okay. Oh, no. That went bad. I shouldn't have done the show. I shouldn't have done this. That's regrettable. Jake Roberts won finally. I called it dead on. Let's go. Okay. That makes me happy. Oh, no. I've messed up. Okay. Turn the booking script. Okay, yep. So that's fine. That got... What was it? 47. Whatever. That literally has no impact. How annoyed are people in the storyline? Terry Funk, you're still happy. Okay, well, fine. Onita, you're irritated. Can I make you happy? Let's give you $1,000. You're happy. Well, that was easy. Okay, they're happy now. I should have all the other people who are unhappy, because that would save me a lot of effort trying to make them happy every week. Okay, let's continue the show. Now we've got past the panic of, I messed up the storyline that was doing really, really well. It's fine. Kicking off the main show, we have Sudden Impact taking on The Watchers. And Sudden Impact win in a clean match. Third title defense from Sudden Impact. And a 56 segment rating is not half bad. Brad Armstrong for 45, Aeroflash of 47, Jim Runzel 46, and the Firefly of 42. Not bad from anyone. This is a great little match to start off the show. There are 3.1 people. It's so close. It's so close to pi. Oh damn! If we could have just had 36 more people. What a shame. Okay, next match in the card, even better. Bret Hart defeated Rick Rude. Good storytelling match. Rick Rude got a 35, not his best. Bret Hart got a 70. Very good from Bret Hart still. Still advancing this Hitman storyline, which has actually got really high heat. And I actually think there's a good chance that one's going to reach 80. Which will get us an achievement, so that's cool. I don't think that happened this episode, but maybe the next one. 53 between Jack Armstrong and Matt Bourne. Not amazing, but Jack Armstrong got a 51 because he's really good. And we probably should move him back in the main event scene at some point, because he's really good. So go Jack Armstrong as he beats Matt Bourne in 7 minutes 57. I also just remembered I need to tweak another game. I'm going in and out all the time. We've got the Dark Watch next, and I just remembered I need to tweak Santanico's gimmick. Again, all the behind the scenes things that I'll normally do before the show, or just not do, and I forgot to. Tweak gimmick. That's very nice and easy. Cool. Back to the show. Look, there's 56, 58, 53. Not all bad. All in the 50s. This should be, I think, 60. Only pulled down by Scorpio, who maybe I should have limited involvement of. 65. That's very good. 53 from Onita. 72 from Terry Funk. 27 from Scorpio. It's terrible. And Santanico got a 71. Santanico has submitted Onita with El Nudo del Santanico. Very good. We got some heat on both stories. And then Terry Funk snaps and starts going after Onita, beating him down again and again, blaming him for the loss. And finally, Terry Funk is now heel Funk. And we are getting the violent, brutal, and dangerous side of Terry Funk. We've now got 2 deathmatch guys on either side, and you guys can see where that's going to go. 74 second rating is amazing. Into a 76 rated main event. Let's go, Roddy Piper and Randy Savage putting in the work. Roddy Piper got a 75. He's so good. I love my Roddy Piper. And Randy Savage a 59. But Roddy Piper's defeated Randy Savage after some blatant cheating, and he has made his first defense of the world title. And he's going to close out today's episode. Still one more show, but he's not making title defense there. As the world champion. Bad equipment got us a 66 still. I mean, if that got us a 66, I know what my plans are for the next episode, and I am confident that that is going to get up, that we're going to break the record. We're going to get the best show of the year next. I'm confident that our next show is going to be the best show. Our next pay-per-view is going to be the next show, best show of the year. Road to Glory is shaping up to be a banger in my mind already. Okay. I am hyped and ready to go. Let's see. Who do we praise tonight? Who had a good showing and a loss? Randy Savage, who didn't even complain, which I love. Rick Rude, because he's cool. And then let's give it to Terry Funk on a great heel turn. Scene please. Didn't really matter in the end, but that's fine. 22.9k, basically 23k, 31 on the ticket sales. Yeah, we're really, really rich. I did try to pay off the New Zealand company's debt so I could buy them later, because I am a bit worried they're about to go into business. I think it's actually fairly likely they're about to go into business end of this month. So I think I actually might have to keep an eye on just in case. Or we just go buy them now. I don't want to do that in September. I want to wait. 47, by the way, in the Southwest, because I got distracted. 26 in the Mid-South. Still tracking along very nicely. Everything is on pace for September next year. I think it's September next year being our medium-sized debut. I don't think there's any way we can accelerate that. Nothing in my wheelhouse at the very least that will make that go any faster. But we have one more show to... Oh, okay, wait. They're in massive unbeatable debt. Okay. This is their final show this month. Wait, we needed that information. We would not get information if I had skipped through this. That's very good. Great fans. Easy. Okay. They are going to go bankrupt end of this month. We have to buy them now, I think, then. Okay. What happens if we attempt a takeover? Permanently closed. All workers released, all titles retired. If they're more popular in your region, you will absorb the popularity you own. Pillaging allows you to pick what assets to keep before closing the company down. Okay, that's what we want. We want to pillage them of everything that that they've got, really. Okay, so that's what we want. Finances, our finances are great. We don't care. We don't need to worry about finances. That's fine. And takeover. We could turn them into developmental territory. But they'll be developmental territory in another country, which isn't worth it. I think we just pillage them, right? Take their best workers. Let's quickly go through and work out who their best workers are. So we know which ones we're meant to be pillaging right now. This is not how I thought this episode was going to go through. It's fine. This is already a very long episode. Okay. The second decision on the fly. I'm going to run 5 shows in the next episode. The next episode is going to be a bit longer as well. But this episode, we're going to end this episode off by filling through their roster and working out who we want to steal from them as we save this company, as we pillage this company and steal all their popularity. So, let's go through some of their guys. He's not terrible. He's not very popular anywhere. Even in Oceania, he's not very popular. He's a people person, but yeah, okay. I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. Do they have any feuds going on right now? They do. Any long-term feud? Masters of War and Bushwhackers. That's actually like a successful long-term feud. Interesting. Okay. Any news about them that's important? Nope. Cool. Is it just show history is the best way of going through this? I think it probably is at the end of the day. I've clicked that button before. Yep, I'm competent at this game. Awards. Their best wrestler has been Dean Malenko and Ric Flair. That tracks. Those are two of the guys we really do want to steal from them. Relationships. They've got a positive relationship towards us. Lol. Top 100s. The top 100 events was February this year. I can't click on it to check. Best matches involve Ric Flair, Larry O'Day, Rob Balassi, Dean Malenko. Okay, that's kind of like a consistent little run through. Attendances, yeah, their attendances are bad. Okay. So good to know. I think we take both titles, and we're going to put both titles on the line, then we're going to retire these ones. I think that's an easy... I don't know when we've got the time to do that is the issue. Okay, this is... no matter what I do right now, I'm going to have to dramatically rethink some plans. I'm going to have to rethink a lot of plans because I'm going to get some new champions. But I think I can do that. I think I've got a way where I can make that work. Okay. So, roster. This is all they've got. Dean Malenko. Do they still have Ric Flair? They don't even have Ric Flair anymore. Yeah, of course they're going out of business. They don't even have Ric Flair anymore. When did Ric Flair leave? That's funny. This is a regen they've got. I don't think it's very good. No, I don't think... Yeah. A lot of regens in this game, they've kind of come through and they're just not good. But if you go through step by step, Barry Dowsell. No, not very good. Bob Balassi. He's solid. I think he's someone we're gonna keep around. Boris Zukov. Zukov? Boris Zukov. No, I don't think he's someone who's good enough. Yeah, Bruno Becker, not good enough either. Butch Miller, absolutely. Dean Malenko, absolutely. Ernie Leonard. Don't know what role he's... Oh, he's a play-by-play. Okay, can we compare him to our play-by-play? I don't know who our play-by-play is. Okay. Again, I have to jump off this as we go find our own people. Roster... Is it Hugo Sazovich? It's really easy to do this. Play-by-play commentator. It's Mike Karach. How good is he? 73. Okay, we're not actually getting that much of an upgrade from him. It is an upgrade, it's just not that much. Ernie Leonard. He's a professional personality. He's got the right personality and everything. Just I don't think he's worthwhile to keep. Shame. Harley Race. Very good charisma, very good microphone, very good acting, very good on color, good basics, good psychology. How much does he cost, though? Contract. $240 per show. I mean, that's not bad, looking like what else we've got. It's not very popular anywhere, but he's a natural trainer. He's extremely old school. He's got good booking skill and booking reputation. So someone could probably add to the booking team in the nearish future, I think. Maybe. When does the contract run out, though? Because I don't want to... Oh, it's an ongoing handshake. Are these guys all on ongoing handshake deals? Lord, okay. But they are also on dirt cheap contract deals. Is it worth just stealing their title and their popularity and then just signing all their guys in? We can't. We have to sign the guys through this way or we don't get them. That was the thing. That was the issue with popularity. Johnny Garcia. I'm really going to hope that they can wrestle in America because I don't know how to check that right now. Is he any good? If he's at top end of his range, he's really actually quite solid. If he's not very great. So if you go to match history, John Garcia. He was on the same page as Butch Miller and Luke Williams, who didn't do particularly amazing. I think it might be a product thing. I think we start him and give him a chance, and whatever. If we cut him, we cut him. I think we've got to have that opinion for all these guys. If we cut them, we cut them. He could be solid as well. Ken Dazzler. Young Australian guy. could be okay. Match history. Okay. Most recent match got a 41. Okay. It's another guy that might be worth picking up. And match with Stan Hansen recently, actually. How do you do in relation to Stan Hansen? Not terribly. Okay, Ken Dazzler, I think, is someone we can keep in. Lanny Poffo. That's a fun name. Again, not bad. None of these guys are generally terrible. Like, this guy's is probably really good on the mic, it looks like. Probably even more of a manager than anything else. Like, I do prefer managers to be slightly on the older side. Good professional. Very funny. Good popularity in the Great Lakes as well. I mean, he's someone I think we could probably keep on as well. He is injured. Is he still injured now? Sunday, 20th of March. No, okay, we're fine. Okay, Lanny Poffo's good. Larry O'Day's solid as well, I think. Go to his match histories. Like, so he fought for the world title, got a 34 against Dean Malenko. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we don't bring him in. Oh, we do need him for the tag team, though, so we'll bring him in for the short term at least. Luke Williams we're bringing in. Merv Fortune might be okay. I don't think anyone said this was what I was going to be doing today. Nope, that's the wrong button. Nope, there we go. Recent news. Nope, attributes. Where is match history? Criminal Intent with Merv and Tony Rickard. I don't think it's worth it. Don't think it's worth it. Your matches aren't going to be good. I've seen your stats. You're not good. Yeah, no, you're not good. You're not the worst, but you're not good. That's fine. Mr. Fuji. And as a manager. But also just, nah. That's fine. Iron Sheik. Again, you're probably just going to come in as a manager, I would assume. Not really as a wrestler. Though you can wrestle, you just probably shouldn't. It's again, not terrible, all things considered. Could come in and do the job for a little while if they're not popular. Probably not Tony Rickard, no. Wayne Pickford, no. Okay. If I remember these guys, let's try this down. Try this. Okay. Pillage. So, workers first. Bob Balassi, we are okay with. Butch Miller, Dean Malenko. Lanny Poffo. And to memory, none of these. Okay, this one of the guys I can't remember properly. No. Okay. Here was the one we were going to bring in. One over here we were going to bring in and just take a random gamble on. No, no. You take a look at him. I mean, his profile picture. Oh, it makes me go, no, no. Okay, so workers, good. Titles. Actually, no, workers, we were going to take in Larry O'Day because they hit tactile lineage. Events. Is an event we want to keep running. I mean, we probably should keep it running in the meantime until we can get a streaming deal in New Zealand. Because I think that is important. So let's do that. TV shows, I don't care about any TV shows. Training facilities, nope. Broadcasters, nope. Pillage. Okay. We have now stolen half the things. And if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, sorry. Search. Reset, search. Has that brought them all in? It has. We have signed Dean Malenko. We have not broken our rule. Well, we've worked out the way of signing these guys we want. Okay, so what's on my shortlist that I really should be considering now? Because this is another big, thing. Attention to hire, shortlist, yes. Actually, no. And we should set this to, technician. Where we can sort by style. Style. Technician. Okay, the Technician, we don't want Paul Orndorff. We can actually take him off. Peninsula, I don't think even... Oh, he does wrestle. Like, he could be someone we could pretty interested in bringing in. Rick Martel as well. Steamboat is like out of the big one, I think, that we are like, yes, we wanted Regal and Steamboat. Were our really big ones. I mean, Ted DiBiase is probably also on that list. So where does Ricky Steamboat work for? CPW and BAW. I don't remember any of these guys having money issues. And you're unemployed, so I can't help you. CPW and BAW. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. CPW. Oh, it's one of these. Which one has... Oh, man. Oh, Lord. There's so many guns starting with C. Oh, I've made a mistake. Not checking which one it was. It'll be one of these. Probably. Okay. I have given up already. Where is USA? USA. Is this it? I don't think it is. So USA CPW, sorry. USA CPW, who works for these guys, where he's not even one of their biggest stars. What have they done to my boy? View profile. News. Good times gone bad. Okay, they're not having money issues yet. Suppose they haven't found. Yeah, they'll probably have money issues in like half a year or so. Because if I look at their finances, which is probably somewhere, don't know where, but yep, I know how to do things. Okay, they're not actually that popular. It might be worth it when they start getting into bad finances, just as a way of getting our guys we want through. Okay. Either way, this is going to be a very, very long episode because I got sidetracked a couple of times. A lot of times. Buying a company. So I'm going to be back next episode with 3 elevations, Road to Glory, and Final Stand, all building into crowning glory, into our biggest show of the year. I have a lot of plans to make that the best show I can, I think. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too. It's been a good one. Take care. Firefly out.